let's turn to this story. New South Wales is the latest state to go soft on drugs. New South Wales Premier Chris Minns did an exclusive interview with the Daily Telegraph today where he announced that people caught with small amounts of hard drugs, even ice, would be spared court and criminal convictions from the end of February, and instead there'll be a two-strike system where you might be fined $400, but you miss the fine if you do a drug course. Danica, this is just the latest state to decriminalise hard drugs. And I just can't understand why this is happening, because everyone seems to have forgotten the 15-year-old Anna Wood who died of ecstasy at a party. Why are we decriminalising hard drugs, and what message does that send young teenagers?
Well, it just means that they just feel like they can go and take drugs knowing that they're probably not going to get a criminal conviction in the event that they are caught. Now, look, we're seeing this argument a lot at the moment, Sharri, because now pill testing, of course, has come back in. The Greens are pushing for it because of a number of overdoses at festivals over the summer. But what it does is it's appealing to a younger cohort. They're the ones that want this policy implemented because this is what they essentially want. My issue with it is that it gives them a false sense of security, that they're going to be able to take these drugs. They're probably not going to get caught, but if they do get caught, they're not going to get that criminal conviction. But then it's the consequences of it, the tragedies. As you mentioned, there's been so many deaths, overdoses over the summer time, and that's the issue here. We need an education campaign to tell people about the dangers of drugs, not encouraging them to take it in the first place.
Yeah, I just feel like it should be the opposite route that's taken. You should be having harsher penalties to deter teenagers, because it can destroy your life. If young kids get addicted, their life is over. I mean, you know, not only if they overdose and die, but an addiction can seriously derail someone, not to mention cause brain damage.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned Anna Wood, you know, the forgotten victim in an era when we used to actually look and say, this stuff can kill kids. And there was a generation of kids that grew up around the Anna Wood message because of her remarkable parents, Tony and Angela. I think went around school to school, basically gave up their lives to spread the message. This stuff can kill.
And our governments are undoing it.
And that's right, they're a buck each way on it. And look, the farce of it here is, I don't think there's anyone tonight, you know, lighting up their bongs or snorting their coke or whatever they do. I don't think anyone there sits in fear of the justice system, because the common result of a judicial response to someone charged with a possession in New South Wales is a Section 10. It's like, oh, look, get off the stuff, go and see a counsellor. Nothing will change out of this. This is what governments do when they want to really say, we don't mind this anymore, but they know that they have to be able to electorally say they're still tough on it. So they've got a double message. And, you know, Anna would be in her early 40s today if she hadn't have taken ecstasy on that night. And, you know, and her remarkable parents, Tony, who's still alive, and he
Maybe
probably...
I should get him on the show next week.
He'd be one to talk to about this.
To speak what he thinks about this. And overall, you know, the picture that we're getting, particularly New South Wales government, but it's the same in Victoria as well, is no action on the hate preachers, no action on drug taking. It's just getting very soft.
We push the important stuff aside all the time. All the important stuff aside.